saying its vaccine is effective in children ages 5 to 11. The company now asking the FDA for emergency use authorization as pediatric COVID-19 cases jumped 240% since July. The Delta variant fueling a surge in hospitalizations across the country. Tonight, our teams inside overwhelmed ICUs from Appalachia to Washington State. Exhausted hospital staff saying the patients are younger and sicker than any other time in this pandemic. And Dr. Fauci joins Top Story. We ask him if the White House botched the booster rollout by getting ahead of the FDA advisory panel. Also tonight, the new developments in the disappearance of Gabby Petito. The FBI today swarming the Florida home of her fiancé, who is still on the run, a day after a body believed to be Gabby was found near a Wyoming National Park. Border emergency. The new images of Border Patrol agents on horseback rounding up Haitian migrants seeking asylum as the U.S. begins a mass expulsion from a Texas border town. The head of Homeland Security there, and our reporter pressing him on whether or not his agency was prepared. The deadly school shooting overseas. New video showing students climbing out of windows at a Russian university trying to escape a gunman. The exclusive interview tonight with the son of Osama bin Laden. What he says about being raised by the world's most infamous terrorist, how he supports himself, and what he says about rejecting al-Qaeda. And it's a red-hot housing market, but the warning tonight before you list your home on Zillow. Top Story starts right now. And good evening, I'm Tom Llamas. We begin tonight with that breaking news. Pfizer says its vaccine is effective in children as young as 5 years old. In the first of its kind trial, Pfizer and BioNTech said their 2-dose vaccine was safe and showed a, quote, robust antibody response in children ages 5 to 11. Participants given a smaller dose than people 12 and older. The company's now submitting their data to the FDA for emergency use authorization. The news comes amid alarming numbers from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Children now accounting for more than 1 in 5 new U.S. COVID cases, with the rapidly spreading Delta variant sending more children to hospitals than any other time in this pandemic. And tonight, we go inside ICUs from Tennessee to Washington State, struggling to keep up with the surge of patients, most of them unvaccinated. We have team coverage tonight on the coronavirus throughout this broadcast, including Dr. Fauci, who's joining us to answer mounting questions over vaccines and booster shots. But we begin tonight with Gabe Gutierrez, who leads us off from Spokane, Washington. Stephanie Rule, always with the best advice. Steph, thanks. Now, when we come back, the shooting at a Virginia high school, 2 17-year-old students shot. What we're learning about the suspected gunman. Plus the volcano emergency in Spain's Canary Islands. Take a look at that. Lava pouring into a neighborhood and destroying dozens of homes. The evacuation is now underway. And raised by Osama bin Laden, our exclusive interview, the son of the former al-Qaeda leader, what he says about his father and his life since leaving Afghanistan. That's coming up. Tonight's Top Story has an exclusive interview with the son of Osama bin Laden. NBC News senior international correspondent Keir Simmons has more on Omar bin Laden and the impact of being raised by the world's most notorious terrorist. Keir Simmons with that Top Story exclusive tonight. Keir, we thank you for that. When we come back, push to the limit. Our team goes inside a Tennessee hospital where the number of COVID patients, get this, has jumped nearly 2,000% since July. What their exhausted and frustrated staff told our reporter. And Manny Pacquiao's latest fight, the prize boxer stepping in to a new political race. The details coming up. Back now with Top Story's news feed. We start with a shooting at a Virginia high school. Police say 2 17-year-old students were shot at Heritage High School in Newport News, but are expected to recover. Another teenager was taken into custody. It's unclear if he was a student at the school, but police believe the shooting was targeted. The Supreme Court will hear arguments for Mississippi's abortion case beginning December 1st. Okay, still ahead, caution for homeowners looking to sell. Posting on popular sites like Zillow could save money on real estate agent fees. But NBC's Vicki Nguyen joins us live in studio. She's in the house getting answers to break down how the site could make it harder for potential buyers to find your listing. Stay with us. Tonight, with a red-hot housing market, many people are looking to sell, and a growing number of homeowners are turning to sites like Zillow to save on real estate fees. But in tonight's Spotlight report, NBC News investigative and consumer correspondent Vicki Nguyen shares why it might not be so easy or profitable.
No say in how websites like Zillow operate, but very interesting, and we will be following it, Tom.
Okay, Vicki Nguyen, love to have you here. Thank you so much for that. All right, when we come back, K-pop heads to the United Nations, why star boy band BTS was before the UN General Assembly today, and the massive, and you won't believe how many because it was huge, number of people who tuned in to watch. Stay with us. You're watching Top Story. Back now with the star power at the UN General Assembly. All 7 members of the superstar K-pop group BTS appearing before the UN today. They were invited by South Korea's president to speak on a range of topics, including the pandemic's effect on young people and climate change. And we are so proud of all of our employees here at NBC News, especially Ricardo, who you just heard from right there, who works on this show. Thanks so much for watching Top Story, our first show. If you enjoy it, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and anyone else you know, maybe even people you don't like. I'm Llamas in New York. Thank you for watching and for trusting us. Good night.